Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever we are, I have no idea. So I wanted to let everybody know I'm shattered. I'm absolutely shattered. I didn't get to sleep till 5. Woke up at 10. And from then on, all I've done today, literally all I've done today, along with the other 3 people, is piece together the What's It show that has been Elphaba. So I'm sorry for keeping everybody waiting. I was hoping to go live a lot earlier than this, but honestly, when you have to peel back the crap that Elphaba comes out with, it's unreal. So thank you for coming. Thank you for the heart me's. Thank you for the gifts. Any gifts go to the community, not to myself directly, which is why my gifts are on. We help people. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Oh, do you know what, Jem? Honestly, just take a long walk off a short pier. I'm not going to lie. Don't care. Don't care about Elphaba at all. After what I have been unravelling today, along with Stormy, FYP Recap and Bambird, the lies you weave, Elphaba. You must think we all came down in the last shower. I'm going to try and stay as calm as possible. You must think we all came down in the last shower of rain. If you didn't think that we were going to check, verify, check and check again, you are woefully mistaken and underestimate us horribly. So apologies to the mods if the chat gets nuts, because we're getting trolled left, right and centre. So I have got information for you. None of you are going to like it. So I honestly, hand on heart, suggest that you please monitor your own mental health. Please leave the room if it gets too much. I know I am triggered AF because of what I've had to uncover. And I say I mean what we have had to uncover this afternoon. It's been a very long day and it's only 4:20. We are talking about Elphaba. Elphaba and their trip to the vet. Okay? Oh, you're very welcome. Please try not to throw your phone. Yes. Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm not being my usual self. My head is spinning with the amount of information I've got in there. It's been a very long day. I can tell you all the news as to where we're up to. Thank you, darling. As to where we're up to right now. I've already given my mods, who are my family, most of the information. Hiya, sweet. Hiya, lost the plot. So, yeah, this is going to be triggering, all right? Because I know a lot of you are very worried about the cat, as am I, which is what I've spent the day doing, along with Stormy, Bambird and FYP Recap, all who have been absolutely invaluable. Absolutely invaluable. I'm so grateful that they were there to help me. We've all done our little bit, but I've put it all together and... Oh, Elphaba. So, thank you for any gifts, anything. I'm saying hello to all of you because I'm not going to be looking at the chat. Gifts go to the community, not to myself personally. I don't benefit. So, just saying, just putting that out there. Oh, Elphaba. Oh, Elphaba. Were you talking about me today, were you? I bet you were. Absolutely under no illusion that you were talking about me today. Well, strap in, sweetie, because I'm going to be talking about you. Okay? Come to me, whatever you got to do. Yeah? But please note that if Elphaba loses their what's-its, it's because I'm telling the truth. And I will tell you now, Elphaba, I have spoken to people, I have heard recordings, I have double checked the information, and then I've checked it again. So that when I talk to my community, they know they're getting the truth. Okay? So you can pull the wool over your community's eyes, but not mine. Now, I should caveat this by saying I have been through every emotion known to man. Starting with relief, Elphaba, because I actually thought for 1 second you'd done what I'd asked you to do. Yeah. Fool me once. Fool me once. Well, shall we out your little genius plan, shall we? Shall we tell you what we know? So, according to Instagram, you put the cat in the cat carrier after I don't know how many hours, yeah? And then you travelled, didn't you? 4 hours, I think you said in total. Really? 4? And the cat's had a scan, yeah? Ultrasound, I think was mentioned, yeah? And the cat's had their gums checked. They've had the heart listened to, because you had to hold the cat by the shoulders, didn't you? They've had the temperature taken, and they've been weighed. I believe I've got that all correct. Right. Your cat has not seen a vet. Nope. You've been near the vets. You've even entered a vet's. But your cat has not been examined by a vet. Call me a liar, Elphaba. I dare you. Because after I do this live, I'm going to post the evidence. Okay? You sat there and talked about GDPR. And you're absolutely right. However, there are things that we can be told which don't require, which are not covered by GDPR. Okay? You're not nearly as clever as you think you are. Right? And just for your information, my dad was a con man, professional, London gang. Okay? I can pick apart your lies. And it's going to cost me. I'm going to pay for it. I'm going to go into a flare and I'm going to be in a lot of pain. And I will do it all again. Right? Your cat has not been near the vet. What you've actually done is you've put that cat in a cat carrier, taken it on public transport, stressed it out, and you've been nowhere near a vet. Okay? So, how I know you've been nowhere near a vet? Oh, I wouldn't even bother. Do you know what, user, whatever your name, just piss off, okay? No, the cat has not been to the vet. The cat has not, categorically, 100%, hand on heart, been nowhere near the vet. Do you want to know how I know? Phone the vet. Phoned 2 vets. Got confirmation. If you trolls are going to come in and you're just going to sit there and say AI, seriously, have you got nothing else? Have you got nothing else? Is that literally it? Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Right, I'm going to break it down for you now, okay? So, Elphaba took a picture of a place called Vets Now. Yeah? So I researched that. Please forgive me if I'm ignoring you. Again, thanks goes out to Stormy, Banbird, FYP Recap. Okay, I couldn't have done any of this without them. Oh, you've no idea how low they've stooped. You have no idea, right? So you took a picture, didn't you, at Vets Now? Which, after a lot of research, we found was in Barnet. That's where you went. 4 hours. I don't think so. At worst, you travelled to Hendon PDSA, didn't you? Because you went to Vets Now, didn't you, Elphaba? And they turned you away. Oh, listen, Sam, I've got the recordings, okay? I have all the recordings. You went to Vet Now and they turned you away. Why did they turn you away, Elphaba? Because you already had an appointment with PDSA, did you not? So Vets Now said, but you've got an appointment. So we contacted PDSA. Oh, piss off all you AI people, honestly. Seriously, if you think you're affecting me. Right? Sorry, mods. Sorry, lovelies. Okay, so you said, we contacted PDSA. Got the recording. You didn't turn up for your emergency appointment, did you? Didn't turn up. Vets Now advised that you attended PDSA. Didn't they? Because you registered to them. You'd got an emergency appointment with them. So you didn't go to PDSA because when they were contacted, you failed to turn up. So what did you do? Because you needed to prove to me, didn't you? You needed to prove that you'd taken the cat to a vet. So what did you do? You went back to Vets Now with the cat and the carrier. I am assuming possibly you told the receptionist, right, that we can hear on your Instagram story that you had attended PDSA and that the cat had had a scan and the cat was fine. What did you do when you got to Vets Now, Elphaba? You picked up some leaflets, filmed your Insta story and left. Stay calm. And then you went back to your apartment, didn't you? So you stressed the cat out by putting it in the cat carrier, taking it on public transport, taking it to various places where it would have been able to smell sick and injured animals. You wonder why it was happy to be home. But you've not taken the cat to the vet. So, Elphaba, consequences. Should we talk about consequences? You're going to get 2 visits. One of them is going to be the RSPCA inspector. Now, there's a marker on your house, isn't there? You're red flagged, aren't you? So I doubt the RSPCA inspector will be alone. Now, before you sit and tell your community that I can't know anything, GDPR and all the other absolute rubbish you come out with, okay? No, I have the proof. I absolutely have the proof. I have recordings of all phone calls that have been made to the PDSA, to Vets Now, and to the RSPCA. Come at me now, Elphaba. Tell me I'm lying now. You absolute... No, I'm going to use bad language. I don't know what's wrong with you. I really don't. But I know why you didn't take the cat to a vet. Shall I tell you? Because your cat is neglected. And you didn't want the vet to see your cat because of the neglection. You know that if you take your cat anywhere near a vet, you're going to have some very difficult questions to answer. Which is why you didn't attend any vet. You really think you can fool me? You really think me, Stormy, Banbird, FYP Recap, you really think we don't see you? You didn't think that we were going to sit and pull your story apart? Oh, yeah, thank you. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. I'm so angry and I'm so tired. We are absolutely exhausted, all of us. We've been on this since about 10 o'clock. I actually, do you know, for a moment, more fool me, for a moment, I actually thought he'd been to the vets. I really did think, Elphaba, that you had been to the vets. Thank you. There was a brief moment that I thought, oh my God, they've done it. They've done it. They've been to the vets. Until I started looking. See, that's your mistake, right? You post all this stuff, don't you? You post all this stuff and you think that we don't look at things like timing. Yeah? That we don't contact. You think you're so clever. Look at me, I'm outside the vets. Look at me, I'm inside the vets. Look at me, I'm filming. And you don't think we're going to pull it all apart and check it again and then check it again to make sure that you are doing what you said you'd do. What I don't understand this, is you've gone to all those lengths to prove that you went to a vet. Why didn't you just go? That's the thing I can't understand. Because I tell you what, Elphaba, you love that cat, do you? You love that cat, right? Okay. You love that cat so much that you are absolutely terrified of taking that cat to a vet because you know exactly what is coming. Right? We have contacted places, thank you. We have contacted places to let them know how neglected your cat is. Sorry, I'm trying to stay calm. The RSPCA are sending out an inspector. And do you know how many calls they've had? How many reports have been filed? But do you know what did it today? Where they committed to sending out an inspector. Do you know what did it today? You. What you've done. The stories you've posted. That's what did it today. So, big up to you for trying to be clever and weave your little web, because everything you've done today we've given to the RSPCA and they now class it as something they need to see for themselves. So well done. Brilliant. That's all you've done today, is you've made it almost a certainty you're not going to keep that cat. Nope. Didn't take the cat. Didn't take the cat. And you love the cat, right? You love yourself. There's only one person that's important to you, and that's you. You don't love that cat. Not at all. Do you know how much time myself and the other people, Stormy, Bambird, FYP, do you have any idea how much time we've devoted to this today? Because we care about your cat more than you do. More than you do. What does that say? But we're the bad ones, yeah? We're the ones that are picking on you. Is that correct? So, the reason, thank you, Ray, the reason that nobody has visited the property yet from my side is because I've had a conversation with Met Police. The conversation with Met Police went something along the lines of, if anybody forces entry, they'll be arrested. If Elphaba phones the police when someone attends, it's not going to look good. And there are outstanding cases currently. There is a case right now, where Elphaba, it's not going to go well for you, Elphaba. Thank you. Okay? And we don't want to risk that. And that breaks me to say it. Okay? Please be under no illusion. That breaks me. Sorry. Yeah, Jacqueline. Hi, Donna, love. So, and we, in the awareness community, Elphaba, we do things the right way. We do things the right way. Always and every time, okay? Without exception. And it's very hard to do. You have no idea how much I've worried about your cat today. Do you see how tired I look? That's on you. Because I care about your cat. And for a blink of an eye second, I thought you did. And I was wrong. More for me. Honestly, I don't give a toss what Elphaba is doing right now. Are you panicking? Good. Good. You have no idea who you're up against. You have no idea who you're dealing with. You think people that come to you, people that have lives about you, are the ones you need to worry about. You want to worry about the ones that work quietly behind the scenes. Because we're the ones that are going to get you. And by get you, I mean metaphorically, through the correct channels. So, shall we recap for those that have just come in? Elphaba did not attend any vet today. Any vet. So, all of the stuff that you saw all over his Instagram, their Instagram story, absolutely performative. For you, Elphaba, that means acting. Okay? So what actually happened was Elphaba was booked in to go to a PDSA hospital as an emergency. Elphaba failed to attend. So Elphaba first went to a place called Vets Now in Barnet. Hi. Vets Now in Barnet. Okay? They turned you away, Elphaba, because you had an appointment at a PDSA vet's, an emergency one, which you did not attend. So, Elphaba left vets now. This is supposition. Maybe went and had a coffee, maybe had a wander, I don't know. And then you went back to vets now, didn't you? And you did your little filming inside vets now. And you popped that up on Instagram story so that everybody would think your cat had just had a scan and that their gums were checked, their heart was checked, their temperature was taken, and they were weighed. Your words, not mine. But what you actually did was you went inside vets now, potentially and allegedly letting the receptionist know that you had seen a different vet, presumably the PDSA one. You filmed your little Instagram story because the receptionist you can hear on the Instagram story has no reason to believe that you're not telling the truth. You picked up your leaflets from vets now, didn't you? Yeah, I noticed how you didn't say you'd been given them. And then you went home. Your cat, based on the phone calls that have been made, recorded, and I have listened to, vets now turned you away because you had an appointment with the PDSA. PDSA say you didn't attend the appointment. And they are allowed to tell us that because that's not covered by GDPR. Okay? Oh, we know how to word things, dear. So they don't give out your name. They don't give out your details. It's all in the way you ask the information. Right? And then you went back. You went home and you sat there. Sorry, this bit really makes me cross. You sat there on your live. She's fine. I'm so relieved. She's fine. She's perfect. You kept that cat in that cat carrier for how long? And then you can hear the cat eating. When was the last time you fed it? Before you got her home. Oh, she's eating. She's absolutely fine. How would you know? The cat's not seen the vet. So, Elphaba, again, the RSPCA will be sending out an inspector. And again, I've got the recording of the phone call from the wonderful person who phoned the RSPCA. And based on your actions today, they will be sending an inspector out. You are your own worst enemy. But credit to you, 2 out of 10. It has taken us all this time to unravel the absolute what's-it show that you tried to weave today. The landlord has been told. The landlord is all over it. And the landlord is trying to gain access to your property. Aren't they, Elphaba? But you're refusing entry. Aren't you, Elphaba? Unreasonably refusing entry, I do believe it's called. That's certainly what they're going to use when they apply to the court to get an injunction to access your apartment. What have you got to worry about? They know about the cat, don't they? Why are you worried about letting them in? And I know it was the landlord at the door because they have the access code, along with half of London. But hey, right? Oh, you've no idea what I know. You've no idea what I know. So in order to protect people, you'll be happy to know no one's going to come and kick your door in, because I can't condone that in any way. So we're going to do, am I Daryl? Am I really? Assumptions. I've got all the evidence, mate. Test me. Test me. Test me. I do not, for the benefit of the idiots in the room, I do not come live and tell people BS. I am not Elphaba. Right? I am not Elphaba. If I am telling you something, it's because I've checked it and checked it and checked it again. I would not come on here telling anybody anything that I did not know 100% to be a fact, because my reputation is on the line as part of the awareness community, right? And I am invested in the awareness community, and when you are gone, Elphaba, and make no mistake about it, you will not be on social media forever. I will move on to the next person that needs my attention. Okay, so I have everything to lose and nothing to gain. Do you understand? So when I come on here showing my face and telling people information, it is because I know it is true. So all you little minions who like to defend the indefensible, jog on. Because after what I've been through in my life, your effect on me is this much. Right? And I will continue to do what I'm doing because I'm very good at it. And you do not want me looking at you too hard. Okay? Plus, I protect my community along with my mods. My mods are my family. And we look after people. You support a liar. I know which moral side I stand on. So, go back to your basements or wherever it is you are, sticking your little comments in the chat. Make sure you repeat it as often as you can, because you'll get blocked. And no, I'm not looking at the chat. Okay? I'm so sorry to be the bearer of bad news. I literally thought that they had actually done exactly what we asked. Thank you. And they haven't. The lengths Elphaba has gone to today to push out the narrative that they have gone to the vets are absolutely extraordinary. I am floored. I am floored by the lengths Elphaba has gone to. It would have been quicker to take the cat to a vet. You know, it would have been no vets involved. No vets involved. We're doing everything, Gemma. We're doing absolutely everything that we can do. Maria, no, they did not go to the vets. If I see anybody else coming in, I will explain it again. Because I really do need people to know. But how do I know? How do I know? Nat and whatever that is. Right, okay, how do I know? Because was up till 5 o'clock this morning, and then at 10 o'clock I woke up, and the first thing I did was look at Instagram and look at Elphaba's stories, right? Then I contacted several other people I trust in the awareness community, all right? And we went to work. We have been working this whole day, the whole day, trying to find out what is true and what is not. Okay, we've made phone calls to the vets, we've made phone calls to the PDSA, we've made phone calls to the RSPCA. Okay, we've checked timelines, we've looked at images, right? We've looked at the colours of the leaflets. You've no idea what goes into what we do. Okay, so I have now got the recordings of all the phone calls. I have got screenshots. I have got live screenshots, live recordings, and we've put it all together. Okay, we have spoken to the vets they allegedly attended. We have spoken to the vets that they allegedly didn't attend. No, not allegedly, they didn't attend. Okay, and I have checked it, and checked it again. That's how I know. I don't even know if they're still in here. Oh, it just... No, Joe, it's not. No. Blood clots. No. That's not normal. That cat has not been to the vets. Does anybody need a recap? Does anybody need a recap? I'm happy to recap. Hi everybody. I'm going to tell you now. Elphaba put up on Instagram stories that they had been to the vets. They put up the name of the vets by doing a lot of legwork. And not just me. Shout outs go to Stormy, Banbird and FYP Recap. By doing a lot of legwork, we located the vets that they went to. Okay? We also contacted, not me, we also contacted PDSA. We found vets now. What we believe to have happened is Elphaba went to vets now and was told that they could not be seen at vets now. Do you not remember? They refused to see my cat. Came out of Elphaba's mouth. They refused to see my cat. What vet refuses to see an animal? Doesn't happen. The reason they refused to see the animal is because Elphaba had an emergency appointment with the PDSA vets. Right? That is why Elphaba said they've refused to see my cat. Not true. True in that they refused because they were under the assumption that Elphaba would take the cat to the PDSA vets where they had an emergency appointment. That has been confirmed by the PDSA, which does not come under GDPR because we asked for whether they had attended they said to us Elphaba had an emergency appointment and did not attend. So, this is supposition, this is opinion, in my opinion, and allegedly, and every other word you can think of. Elphaba then went back to vets now and went in. Now, don't forget, the receptionist is now under the illusion that Elphaba's been and taken to the cat to the PDSA, right? And that the cat has had a scan. So Elphaba films the little story. So the cat's had a scan and the cat's absolutely fine. And you can hear the receptionist in the background. Okay? Because she's of the opinion, having probably been the one to say, go to the PDSA, you've got an appointment. So she's under the impression that Elphaba's been. So Elphaba does a little Instagram story and picks up some leaflets and leaves. Goes back to the flat and sits there and says, "Oh, it's wonderful. The cat's had a scan. The cat's been weighed. The heart's been listened to. The temperature taken. And what was the other one? The gums checked. All out of Elphaba's mouth." So, on that basis, we contacted Vets Now. They confirmed, without breaking GDPR, that Elphaba came in, was directed to PDSA, came back and collected leaflets. Now, here's another question for you. Vets Now is a private veterinary service. Okay? And it costs, well, if any of you've got pets, you understand how much it costs. Correct. Right? There is a vet in the area that Elphaba lives called Medivet, which operate a 24-hour emergency service. So, Elphaba, why did you go all the way to Barnet? If you had the money for an emergency vet, why did you go to Barnet when there was an emergency vet right where you are? And according to you, is the cat not registered at a vet's? So why did you not use their out-of-hours service? Oh, I know. Because you had an emergency appointment with PDSA. Except you didn't go, did you? Again, I have confirmation that you didn't attend. Because we phoned them and they told us you didn't go. So everything you've done in the last 12 hours has been what? For my benefit, because I told you to take the cat to the vet. Only you haven't, have you? Not once. You've put the cat, you've put the cat in the cat carrier, stressed it out, taken it on public transport, and gone to all this trouble for what? It would have been easier to go to the vets. But you know why you didn't attend the vets, Elphaba? Because I do. Why didn't you go to the vets? Why don't you want any vet to see the cat? Is it because it's neglected? Do you think that might be why? Do you think if you took the cat to the vets, you might have to answer some very tricky questions? Because you would think, wouldn't you, that you would take the cat to the vets because you love the cat. The cat's your baby. What else would happen, Elphaba, if you took the cat to the vet? Would they scan the microchip? And would they realise that the details that you've given them don't match the ones on the database? Funny that, innit? So there's a couple of reasons why you don't want that cat anywhere near a vet. But it's okay, because what did you say today? Oh, RSPCA, oh, they'd be very welcome here. They could give me some advice. Done. Done. Because again, I have the recording. And I'm going to put part of it up after this live. I've had to be careful because I don't want to identify anybody, including your address. See, even now I'm safeguarding you. And I don't want to. Believe me, after what I found out about you today, I would love nothing more than to plaster your address all over the internet and let the chips fall where they may. But you know what, Elphaba? I'm not you, right? And I'm not going to put you in danger. So I am safeguarding you even as I speak. Not gonna lie, makes me throw up in my mouth that I have to put your needs above what I want. So to all the little trolls, I am still safeguarding Elphaba. And I'm not obliged to. Let's not forget, doxing is not illegal. But as far as I'm concerned, it is immoral, so I won't do it. I believe everybody has the right to a safe place, even you. So I am safeguarding you, whilst trying to help your cat, which is more than you are doing. Make it make sense. So the RSPCA, based on the information that you've managed to give them today, we didn't even have to do anything, will now be making a visit. And they are going to be advised to attend with the police to prevent a breach of the peace. All right, and I hope to God they take that cat off you. Because not only will that cat be removed, you will not, if I get my own way, ever have custody of an animal again, because I'll tell you this, okay? And this is free heads up information for you. Do you know what I'm going to do, Elphaba? And I'm going to work my bits off to make sure this happens, because I've been doing my research. Have you ever heard of a private prosecution? Because that's the point I'm at. With all the information I know and all the information I can prove, I am going to take you to court. And I will sell every possession I own to afford it. Okay? And we'll start with animal abuse and we'll work our way from there, shall we? So, I hope you're seeing this, and I hope you're seeing the expression on my face, because this is the face of somebody who is absolutely going to follow through. You're on notice. You'll probably get a letter pretty soon. Oh, and I'm not suing you, honey. I wouldn't take any money off you. I know where it comes from. But I'm going to make sure that you cannot own another animal. And I will sell everything I have to make sure that happens. Sorry. I don't mean to scare anyone, sorry. Do you know what? When you spent the day, oh God, sorry. When you spent the day unravelling lies, and becoming increasingly disappointed and disillusioned. It's soul destroying. And for me personally, because people know I have disabilities and stuff, I know I'm going to pay for this week. I know I'm going to be in so much pain, but I don't care. I genuinely don't care. Oh, Sebastian. No, they didn't. No, everything was a lie. Absolutely everything was a lie. Thank you, what goes around. I really, really am very grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, I can't see your name. Oh, thank you for offering. They've not, absolutely, Carly. Yeah, repost, reshare, whatever. Oh, Maria, while he's still got, while they've still got that cat, I can't rest. I need to be all over this. Oh yeah, I've thought of that. Thought of that. But the thing is, if we offer money for that cat, what's to stop Elphaba going to get another one? There's nothing, because I've thought about that. I've thought about, we'll money is the altar at which they worship, so let's get them money. But then I thought, well, that's not going to save any future cats, is it? They'll just get another one when they're low on funds. Ugh. Exactly. That's why, Hayley, a private prosecution is the only way I can go, unless the RSPCA prosecute, and it's very rare that they do that. They do that in extreme cases, and it's normally commercial, so farmlands, businesses that have horses or anything like that, because it's costly. So the best way to do it is a private prosecution. They're all right, Kels. They're so tired. They've got, we've all got other stuff going on, and mental health and disabilities and stuff, but honestly, at this point, I don't think anyone cares, and that's the frustrating thing. I've just seen somebody say, if I live closer. I live in flipping Scotland. Yes, Sebastian, we can. I live in Scotland, honestly, and I wish to God I lived closer, because I'd be banging on that door. You'd see me on a chair sat outside that building. I will do, Andy. But yeah, Sebastian, they've gone out of their way to make sure that they've attended the vets, but they haven't. Oh no, you get it up, honestly. They haven't been. Oh, do you know what? Unknown user. I was in the live. I was in that live. And the comments were astonishing. And these were from adults, right? Oh, they're just clout chasing. Seriously? Off somebody who's neglecting an animal? What? All right then. Clout chasing? I don't think so. I don't want any clout from that individual, thank you very much. I've worked very hard to build my platform, and it's taken me 3 years. I do not want to take it down by supporting or having any clout off somebody like that. Put the cat through hours of stress. Yeah. So, Sebastian, they took the cat. The cat had an appointment for the PDSA as an emergency. okay, which Elphaba didn't attend. Elphaba took the cat to Vets Now in Barnet. They were told by Vets Now that they couldn't treat the cat because, do you remember Elphaba said, own words, they've refused to treat the cat. That's not true. They didn't treat the cat because the cat already had an emergency appointment with the PDSA. And if you've got an emergency appointment with essentially a free vet, why are you taking it to private vets? Elphaba? Oh, I know, because you don't want a vet to look at the cat, do you? Because I am pretty certain the PDSA would have looked at the cat and you would not have got it back. Oh, they think they're so clever. I'm cleverer. So is Stormy, so is Banbird. Okay? So what they then did was they went and had a wander. That's supposition. They went and had a bit of a wander, maybe had a coffee. And then they went back to Vets Now. And they filmed themselves inside the vets. Okay? So that they could say, bearing in mind you could hear the receptionist, so that they could say, oh, well, the cat's had a scan and the cat's fine. Then they grabbed some leaflets and then they went home. They did not, and I cannot stress this enough, the cat has not been seen by a vet. And then you went home. This is what gets to me. As much as not having the cat seen gets to me, is you sat there. You sat there and you lied. You lied your ass off to over 1,000 people. Who then gifted you as a reward for taking your cat to the vets. Do you know what I mean? It's sickening. It's absolutely sickening. And I know you're watching me, Elphaba. If you're not on live, you're watching me. RSPCA inspectors coming out. You're reporting me now, are you? Try harder. The RSPCA inspector will be coming out, potentially with the police, because you've got a marker on your house, haven't you, where you live. And once the inspector sets eyes on that animal, you're not getting it back. If you do get it back by some miracle, know and believe and trust in the fact that I am going to take you on a private prosecution to make sure you never, ever have custody of another animal. Okay? And I'm going to make sure that's a lifetime. Your lifetime. Not mine. So, believe that. Point blank. Period. Okay? So it's taken us all day, but we've worked it out. And you can sit there and talk all your flim-flam to your audience, you know, GDPR, they wouldn't have told them anything. Stormy sent 100 messages. Nope. You're going to look very, very silly, aren't you? Very, very silly. Yeah, that's what you don't seem to think about. I know you think you've got the reality. You fixed it so that all your people see your reality. But you know what? We might not shout as loudly as you, but eventually we will be heard and you will be silenced, because we will come with the facts and you come with nothing. Okay? So the facts as they stand are the RSPCA will be paying you a visit. We are contacting the RSPCA in the next 24 hours to ask for an update. The police have been told that there is a neglected animal at your property. Right? I'm not going to send anyone round because I know exactly what you do. And I'm not going to make you the victim in this, because the only victim in this is that cat. And quite frankly, I don't care about your feelings. All right? And once that cat is safe, I'm going to take you to court. I'm going to take you to court, and I'm going to make sure you never have another animal. So, colour with M, you can breathe now. I can explain that comment. Elphaba was told by the receptionist at the vets they went into that Elphaba had an emergency appointment at PDSA. Elphaba left the vets. So when Elphaba went back to the vets, as far as the receptionist was concerned, Elphaba had attended said appointment at the PDSA. The receptionist, from what I know of people, will have said, "Oh, is everything okay?" And Elphaba will have said, "Oh yes, she had a scan and she's absolutely fine." "You can breathe now," said the receptionist, under the illusion that Elphaba had taken the cat to the PDSA. Elphaba themselves told you that they had been refused. One vet had refused to treat the cat, which is incorrect. They refused to treat the cat because the cat already had an emergency appointment at the PDSA. How do I know this? Because the vets now, which is where they took the cat, has been contacted, and I have listened to the phone call, and that is what the vets now receptionist told the caller, without divulging any information that is protected under GDPR. That's how I know. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Oh, Elphaba, you should know better. You should know better. You can't kid a kidder. Oh, it won't colour with M, honestly. Do you know what? Thank you, darling. We are so many steps ahead. I cannot tell you how far ahead of Elphaba we are. Do you know what, Lorraine? I'm trying very hard not to cry now because I don't want to trigger anybody. Thank you so much for all the gifts. I don't benefit from them. They all go to the community. Please know we support the community. I have money I have a roof over my head, etc. So that's why the gifts are on, because I don't have them. I don't do anything with them. Just so you know. Oh, they think they're so clever. Yeah, Jane. Yeah, contact the cat. Correct, some others. The receptionist that you could hear on the Instagram story was under the illusion that Elphaba had taken the cat to the PDSA appointment because the cat, that's what vets now told them. They told them that they couldn't treat the cat because the cat had an appointment at the PDSA. Why would the vet take money off somebody who's entitled to free treatment? It makes no sense. Yes, Nooch, absolutely. Thank you, Queen of Drama. Oh, Crypt. It's a Crypt simp. I love that. Nooch. So the cat was ferried all over London and has not been to see a vet. Not been. So the cat was originally taken to a vet. The vet said, "We can't treat the cat because you've got an appointment at the PDSA," which is true. contacted PDSA. PDSA said that Elphaba never turned up for the appointment. Okay. Vets now told Elphaba they couldn't treat the cat because of the appointment at PDSA, which Elphaba never attended. Elphaba then went back. They will come out, Joe. I've got the recording. I've heard it for myself. Elphaba then went back to vets now. Went inside. The receptionist that you can hear saying you can breathe now is because the receptionist was under the impression that the cat had been to the PDSA appointment. So then Elphaba filmed inside the vets to give you the illusion that they had just come out of an appointment, yes? But they hadn't. They went in, did their little story, picked up some leaflets and went home. They have had no vet contact. The cat has not seen the vet. So we contacted, and I didn't make any phone calls, we contacted Vets Now and asked them, had a vet seen a cat called Diva brought in by, we used their birth name, and they confirmed that no, they had not treated that cat. We then contacted PDSA. They confirmed that Elphaba had an emergency appointment that they did not attend. Yes, they would. Yes, they would, Llama. Yes, they would. And I'll tell you how I know, because I've got the recording. I have the recording of the phone call. Oh, there are people sticking up for Elphaba. I just love it. I just love it. I just love it. Wow. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna. I'm gonna. Seriously. GDPR, right? Personal information. If I phone somebody, so I'm phoning the vet, right? And I'm saying, this person has stated, right, this is how the conversation went. I need to ask you regarding a potential visit that either your vet has seen or I need to make a complaint about you. Correct, Katie, thank you. Right? Thank you, Midnight. Listen, if I say I've got the phone calls, I've got the phone calls. Exactly that, Willow. So if you're asking somebody whether a cat has seen a vet, they are absolutely able to answer that question. They can't use that. That's the thing. They cannot use the name Elphaba. If they go to the PDSA, right, they have to take proof that they are in receipt of benefits. Those benefits are issued in their birth name. They can be referred to as Elphaba in face-to-face, whatever. But in terms of registering the cat with the PDSA, it has to be done in the birth name, which will be on the benefits letters, right? Which is the proof they would need to register with the PDSA, right? The other thing is they have not changed the details on the microchip. So as far as the law is concerned, Elphaba does not own that cat. So I am now considering the very real possibility of contacting the person that gave them the cat. So that's something else you don't think about, Elphaba. Do you know that I will be able to backtrack where you got that cat from? And all I will need to do is make contact with the owner, tell the owner the state that cat is in, and what do you think will happen then? One way or another, that cat's going to be removed. Oh, honestly, the trolls. Yes, it is, Chip. The trolls in here, you're absolutely... There's something not right with you. You're not wired right. You are not wired right. Trolls that are in here and trolls that are watching from outside, you are not wired right. You actually believe that that cat went to a vet when I have got the evidence that they didn't. Right? And you are supporting the person lying to you. So if the cat went to the vets, which I can prove they didn't, why would Elphaba not take the cat to the vets? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Do you know what? You come in here and you shout and all that stuff, Nicole, right? Because you cannot defend the indefensible, can you? I have absolute cast iron proof that Elphaba has not taken that cat to a vet, and all you can do is sit there and say, yous are just as bad as them. In what way? Dear, I have my pets. My pets are very well looked after, but I care about a cat that is hundreds of miles away from me more than the alleged owner. So explain to me. Go on, defend Elphaba. Let's hear it. Defend Elphaba. Come on, Nicole. Defend. Bearing in mind I've seen you in Elphaba's lives. Defend. Huh? Come on. Give it your best shot. Okay. Absolutely unbelievable. Oh yeah, Luke, 100%. Yeah. They can't defend it. So what they do is, because they can't defend it, they just come in here and they're just hurty words. Just hurty words. No, right, so, Buns, I also have a 15-minute recording, which I can't play at all because it's got information about Elphaba and their location. Hiya, Noodles, darling. And also the caller's information, but I will put an edited version up. So the conversation that I've heard, and I can verify, the RSPCA, the inspector, will come out. They have been told the situation that they will make a visit. Dawn, the footage that was in the vets, they went to that vet initially. They were told that the cat could not be treated there, which Elphaba said themselves, because Elphaba had an emergency appointment with a PDSA vet. Contacted the PDSA vet, Elphaba never turned up for their appointment. Elphaba went and did what Elphaba did, and then went back to the original vet, and the original vet, or the receptionist there, was under the impression that Elphaba had taken the cat to the PDSA, which is what they were advised to do. So Elphaba then did their little Instagram story. Yeah? I'm so relieved, the cat's had a scan, the cat's fine. Right? That's why you can hear the receptionist say, now you can breathe. Elphaba took leaflets, weren't given them, took leaflets from that practice and then went home. Called that practice. That cat was never seen by a vet. People see what they want to see, right? And this is no shade to anybody. People see what they want to see because we all want to believe that Elphaba has done the right thing, yeah? We all want to believe that Elphaba has taken the cat to see the vet because the cat needs to see the vet. So when we see pictures of the the name of the vets, yeah? We see pictures, we see the Instagram story, and they're clearly inside a vets. We all want to believe that Elphaba has done the right thing. All of that was done for the benefit of the awareness community and nobody else, because God knows it hasn't benefited the cat. Right? It was all done for the awareness community. Honestly, if I see another Insta story, I'm likely to launch my phone. I have... Yeah. I hope so. Right, so Stormy, Banbird, FYP recap, me. We have... Oh, absolutely, Gemma. We have done nothing with our day other than peel this story apart. Layer by layer by layer. Right? We have researched it. We have verified the facts. We've made phone calls. We've done everything we can possibly think of. RUB, marvellous. We've done everything. I have not come live to lie to you. I am not throwing my friends' names out there to damage their reputations. Okay? I would never ever tell you something I cannot verify. Because it's my reputation. I am an awareness creator. Thank you, Daisy. I'm an awareness creator. And once awareness has concluded on Elphaba, there are other people on here that need awareness as well. And so I would never, ever risk my reputation by lying. And I absolutely would not put my community through this. I would never lie to my community. Not like you. It sickened me. Oh, sorry. You came back from that absolute waste of a day and you lied. You sat in front of your phone and you lied to your audience, and I was watching you knowing that you were lying, and you were getting gifted off the back of it. Someone sent you a galaxy as a reward for taking the cat to the vet, and I was in there, Elphaba, and I desperately wanted to comment, but I couldn't, because I didn't want you to know I was there. Oh, it made me sick. It made me sick to my stomach that you were actively conning your community. There was over 1,000 people in your live and you were lying. You have no idea how hard that is to watch. And the trolls who come for us, who say we're doing this for clout, are you kidding me? This is emotionally, it breaks you. It puts our mental health down the toilet. Half of us spend days in flares because of what we do. You actually think this is how I want to spend my time? Watching somebody I cannot stand lie to people and mistreat an animal. You actually think I've got nothing better to do with my time? I tell you what, trolls, minions, whatever you wanna call yourselves, right? Go and give Elphaba all your money. Go and send all the gifts. Go big up Elphaba. Because the higher they are, the further they fall. So, yeah, you go big them up. But just remember, As much as the awareness community are watching Elphaba, we're also watching the audience. We're watching everybody in the live. That's how I know when a troll came into my live yesterday. And I could call them out because we watch, we screen record, we screenshot. Right? And we see you. And this is not directed at the minors in Elphaba's live. This is directed at the parents, the mothers, the adults supporting somebody whose lies you fall for every time. Ten-year-old. Wow. 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 Do you, Pat? Doesn't surprise me. Can I just say, if anybody needs to leave the live, please leave. Don't let me get to you. It's got to me, as you can probably tell. It's got to me. It's been a really difficult day. Not gonna lie. It's been a difficult day. Oh yeah, it's called scrambling, Shell. It's called scrambling. How can I limit the damage? Oh no, Jojo's seen right through me. Yeah. I will. I just need to get that cat away. I need to get the cat away. Thank you. It's not just me. Please know it's not just me. I'm the one that's come on live. But Banbird, Stormy, FYP recap, so many people working behind the scenes. So many people. Spartan, so many people. They're amazing. We're keeping an eye, UK TikTok. We are keeping an eye. I promise you, we have got as many eyes on the situation as we possibly can. Right? I'm in Scotland. Someone else is further down the country. We've got someone else in the east, someone else in the west. None of us are on location, but we do have people who are there. So we're doing everything we can. We're doing everything we can. Please believe that. Sheila, thank you, Riri. Elphaba is not allowed a cat in that building. It's the simple answer to that. Not allowed a cat in that building. Took the cat in knowing they weren't allowed a cat in that building. It's against the landlord's tenancy. Unless it's a... why do you think Elphaba keeps sitting there saying it's an emotional support cat? It's an emotional... Because that's the only way that they are allowed to have an animal there. I'm shattered. Yes, Ali's gifts. So the landlord has been trying to gain access to the property. They're knocking on the door. It certainly looks that way, but I can't confirm that. Knocking on the door, that's the landlord, because the landlord has the key code. Yeah, and in order to get a doctor's letter, you have to have a doctor. Something else they don't have. Amazingly. You wouldn't think it, would you? But Elphaba is not allowing the landlord in, if you'd noticed. So what the landlord will have to do now is, they have to attempt it so many times. Last week, did you see when Elphaba put headphones in? Everybody heard the knock. Elphaba turned the music up and then put the headphones in. That was the landlord. The landlord will only go so many times before the landlord then decides, I need to go to court to get an injunction to enter the property. Which is exactly what they'll do. It's exactly what they'll do. The cat did not attend the vets. The cat has not been seen by a vet. If you don't know who I am, find out about me. I do not lie. I do not tell untruths. Okay, I do not exaggerate. Oh, I bet, Gemma. Too little, too late. How do I know? Because I've made not me personally, phone calls have been made to the vets. Phone calls have been made to the PDSA. I'm so tired. I have the recordings of all the phone calls. I've spent the day. I will show what proof I can. I can't show all the proof because I don't want to dox anybody. See, even, like I just said, even now, I'm safeguarding. I am safeguarding Elphaba. The cat is fine. According to who, Nina? According to who? Elphaba? When did Elphaba qualify as a vet? So you're telling me in the last 24 hours... Thank you, Jess. The last 24 hours... Hi. The last 24 hours, the ear mites have gone, the fleas have disappeared. Whatever reason there was that claret clot... Yeah, they're not underweight. Oh, private prosecution, absolutely. You think because that cat goes and sits on Elphaba that cat adores Elphaba. You need to study. You need to Google. You need to understand that the cat will make a bond with a person in order to make sure they get fed and looked after. Okay? Absolutely will sit on warm things. Have you seen when the cat sits on Elphaba? Oh, she's lovely. I love my cat. Seriously? Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, so awkward. So awkward. The receptionist is the one, I believe, that told Elphaba they could not see the cat because the cat had an emergency appointment at the PDSA hospital. When Elphaba then went back to the vets to film their little, look, I've taken the cat to the vets, look where I am. That's because the receptionist was under the illusion that Elphaba had taken the cat to the PDSA, which they haven't. They haven't taken the cat to the PDSA. Confirmed. The vets they attended, a vet has not seen that cat. Confirmed. It'll be on the system, Joe. Confirmed. The cat has been reported to the RSPCA and an inspector will be attending the property. Confirmed. There are 2 open police cases against Elphaba. Confirmed. I don't know. And the thing is, people want all the proof. They want all the proof. And I can't give you all the proof because, ironically, GDPR, open police cases, so I can give you an overview, but I cannot give you specifics. Okay? I'm not prepared to dox the people who are helping behind the scenes. So I will post what I can post and I have permission to post what I'm going to post, but I can't just, here's all my evidence. I can't do that because I have to protect not only the people doing the jobs, but Elphaba. I have to safeguard Elphaba, which goes against every instinct I have. I am not going to lie. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Queen. I appreciate that. That's brilliant. Evening, Wildlife Girl. Sorry to be ignoring everybody. I really don't mean to be so ignorant. I'm not normally this bad. And I appreciate, honestly, I appreciate all the support. I don't do it for support. I do it to, and it's not just me. I'm not an original awareness creator. I've been doing awareness for probably 2 years. Stormy and Bambird have been doing it longer than me. Creators Gone Wild's another one doing it longer than me. Thank you, Becky. And do you know what, Becky? You have been, I didn't want to mention you, darling. You have been amazing today. Absolutely amazing. And I want you to make sure that you get rest and know that we will carry it from here, okay? And we will do everything in our power to make sure that cat is safe. But you have been amazing. Now, for clarification, Becky and I don't know each other, right? But Becky has been instrumental in getting a lot of this information. Are you 2 years, B? Oh, are we OGs then? Her and Maria. Okie dokie. Hey, Beauty K. I am so sorry for being so ignorant to everybody. Honestly, I am not normally this rude. Normally I will say hi to everybody that comes in the room, thank you to everybody. I'm so tired and I'm not on my own. Ironically I am. I'm not on my own, okay? Stormy's shattered, Banbird's shattered, FYP recap isn't even on here, so she's shattered. But I wanted to come on and be able to tell you facts. I'm not sure how you've managed that, but I'm not even getting into that. I'm here from About the Cat. Thank you. Oh, is that Tiana? Thank you, Tiana. Well, we're going to phone the RSPCA tomorrow. I can, Veronica, yes. Oh, bless you, Riri, for asking. Spartan was devastated yesterday. Thank you, Kirsty. Absolutely devastated. He's had the day off today. Oh, you're in here, FYP. You're right, beautiful. Spartan, all of the mods, right? I hate calling them mods, they're family. They were amazing. They have been amazing. For Spartan in particular, and we're all pet owners, for Spartan in particular, you're all right, darling. So for Spartan in particular, it really, really hurt. It really hurt. So he took the day off today. I don't know whether he's floating around or not. But thank you for asking after him. He's okay. We're keeping an eye on each other. Spartan he did it really hard, didn't he, Jazza? Spartan, if you want a cam tour with integrity, follow Spartan. Okay? So, quick recap. And this will be the last one. Hey, PSB, this will be the last one because I'm going to come off the live because I am so tired. Elphaba made a big show about sending the cat to the vets, yes, taking the cat. We all saw the absolute shit show of trying to get the cat in the cat basket, the cat carrier, which Elphaba didn't seem to realise had a cat bed in it, but naturally you've used the cat carrier before, have you not, Elphaba? Oh, wait, no. How would you get the cat into the building when you're not allowed a cat? Oh, I know. You had a suitcase with you, didn't you? Anyway, Elphaba said that they had got they were going to the vets and got on public transport. Elphaba went to a vet's, and Elphaba, by their own words, was told that they could not be treated at that vet. That is true. Let's talk about what is true. The vet said they couldn't treat the cat. Correct. Because, this is what Elphaba didn't tell you, is Elphaba had an appointment at a PDSA hospital as an emergency. So the receptionist at the vet's told them they could not, thank you PSP, that they could not treat the cat because the cat already had an appointment. All right? They did not attend that appointment. Elphaba then went back to the first vet's and went into the building. And we can only surmise what was said. Potentially and allegedly something along the lines of, thanks for that, I've been to the PDSA, she's had a scan and she's fine. To which you hear the receptionist say, whilst Elphaba is filming, Cat's had a scan and she's absolutely fine. And you can hear the receptionist say, you can breathe now, because the receptionist is under the impression that Elphaba took the cat to the PDSA. So, for all of those people watching, it looked like Elphaba had just come out of an appointment at the vet's. To reiterate, the cat has not seen a vet. So Elphaba then collected some leaflets and went home and proceeded to sit on a live and tell his their community that the cat had been weighed, heart checked, temperature taken, had an ultrasound, and gums were checked. Out of Elphaba's mouth. None of those things happened for two reasons. That cat cannot go to a vet's because that cat is neglected. If the cat is seen by a vet, Elphaba is going to have some very, very difficult questions asked. As we know, allegedly, the cat has ear mites, the cat has fleas, right? And the cat is not well. No urine test, no blood test. Elphaba, I don't know whether anybody else caught it as well. Elphaba also said today the cat has stopped shaking. All of the information that I am giving you has been verified. And I have checked it, and checked it again. A phone call was made and it lasted 15 minutes and I have heard that phone call. The RSPCA are intending to attend the flat to see the cat. The cat is chipped, but not chipped to Elphaba. There are 2 reasons that Elphaba will not let the cat go to the vets. The cat is neglected, doesn't want to answer some very hard questions. The microchip details are not registered to Elphaba. So 3 things are going to happen. The RSPCA inspector is going to attend your apartment, Elphaba. Make no mistake. And they're not going to warn you. They're going to turn up. That is number 1. Number 2. Even if I have to sell every possession I own, I'm going to take you to a private prosecution to ensure that you never, ever own another animal. Trust that. Trust that. Because I don't think the RSPCA are going to take you to court, unfortunately. So I'm going to do it for them. Right? Believe me. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the person who gave you the cat. And believe me, I will. And I'm going to tell them the state the cat is in. And because their details are still registered on the microchip, they still legally own your cat. Three things. And every one of those will happen. That's the other thing. If that cat is chipped and they read the chip, right, you won't get given the cat back, will you? Because the cat is not registered to you. So for all the vet knows, you've stolen the cat. The lie before you've thought it. So I believe you're cleaning. Too little, too late. Damage is done. Proof is given. So that is where we're up to. So the cat has not been near a vet. Yeah, probably, Queen. Probably. Yeah, so Elphaba, take me on. Because do you know what? I was invested before. I was 90% in. I wanted to raise awareness on you. I wanted to get you off the app. Now I'm 100% in. 100%. And do you know what's even better? I have the backing of my husband to do whatever is necessary to take you to court. Okay? So I hope your wonderful mother, who you absolutely adore, is going to support you when you are defending yourself, because I can't wait to hear your defence. And I will take it to court, and it might take a couple of years, but I'll be seeing you. So, I appreciate every single one of you. I am going to come off live now because I am absolutely shattered. I cannot tell you, and I expect Stormy and Banbird and FYP Recap, thank you Veronica, are completely shattered. I really appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for the gifts. They will go into the community pot to help people at Christmas, and we help people with food and bills, and we do all that stuff. I don't benefit myself, okay? And we will monitor this situation incredibly closely, Elphaba. Everybody please take care. Thank you.